Welcome everyone to Sister Wives with Mary Jane K. Today, I'll be giving my commentary of Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 16, A Time to Weep, A Time to Laugh. The episode opens with Kotex and Robin four-wheeling together. Who cares? Now, Robin falls off her ATV and over dramatic music. Cody runs to his divine love to make sure she is okay. I'm sure Robin will milk this mishap for all it's worth behind the scenes. Away from doom and gloom, over to love and joy. Christine is getting married in just 2 days at this point, and she is so excited to walk down the aisle to David, her divine soulmate. Christine wants to soak it all in. She wants the emotion. She's hoping for tears. She wants to see David bawl as he witnesses her in her beautiful dress, walking towards him to become his wife. I'm pretty sure Christine got what she wanted, and she deserves it. Needless to say, Christine is so excited to be a bride. She jokes that she's excited to say I do, and David is excited to do anything she wants. I love seeing Christine happy, and she deserves this. She really deserves this. And yeah, it's too soon. Does she maybe not know David all the way? Is there a potential that it could not work out? Sure. But Christine is a strong woman, strong enough to handle anything. And for right now, she and David are soulmates and it's working out. Just let her enjoy it. I think these two seem equally invested in each other. I know Christine doesn't know David yet fully. He doesn't fully know her. They jumped in head first and they don't really know each other the way they think they do because right now, of course, all the good chemicals are going off in their brains. They're getting really into each other, but they don't fully know each other. They haven't lived with each other long. But it is really good to see Christine happy. Christine is a strong woman. I think it'll work out forever. If it works out forever, great. If it doesn't work out forever, great. Christine is strong enough to handle anything. And right now, she's excited for the wedding of her dreams, and she deserves all of this joy. Christine says David loves everyone being together. He loves giving her her fairy tale wedding, the wedding she always wanted. And Christine says she gets whatever she wants. I'm so glad she's getting this. Everyone in the family's excited. Janelle and her kids are going to the wedding. It's really refreshing to see the joy Christine radiates with David. And it's also equally refreshing to see Janelle as a woman very happy for her friends' happiness with a pure heart, just genuinely happy for Christine. You could tell that there is a bond and that there is love between Christine and Janelle and that it's genuine. Janelle is very excited for Christine and she doesn't think Cody and Robin are going to be coming to the wedding. She doesn't know why they would be invited. And she thinks if they were invited that it would just be weird. Of course, that's right. Now, Cody, Robin, and Mary, of course, aren't invited to Christine's wedding. She shouldn't invite anyone there she doesn't want there, who she doesn't love and regard very highly. She's the bride. It's her choice who she wants there. They shouldn't really be invited if Christine doesn't want them there. Christine wonders why she would ever even consider inviting her ex and his wife and her ex-sister wife to this wedding. She wonders why she and David would ever invite them to the best day of their lives up until this point. Christine doesn't think anyone in their right mind would invite those people to that amazing celebration. And Christine is right. At your milestones in life, you want people there who you love and respect, who love and respect you. At your wedding, at your funeral, at the big milestones, you have a right to decide who you want there and who you don't. And it's not a dick move at all to not want people there that you don't like, love, respect, or feel safe with. Obviously, these people aren't invited, nor should they be. So back in Flagstaff, of course, Robin is being extra dramatic over her little accident, and Cody fusses over her, saying she could be hurt. I don't feel bad for Robin. Robin's fine, and Robin drove into the rocks, and Cody also wasn't paying attention to where he was going. I don't really think this accident is going to make anyone feel sorry for her. No one wants to see the goblin hurt. No one would want to see that. But Robin seems like the type to milk every sickness or accident or injury for all it's worth, just like her husband. And I'm really not down to see that. Cody is joking. He wonders if Robin needs a life flight. He's being really dramatic. He asks Robin if she can move her head as she's moaning. And she says she can't tell if anything is broken, but her head hurts. Robin's fine, but I'm sure Cody's going to weigh on her hand and foot. And Robin complains at Cody's response. She says Cody yelled at her after the accident. Now, in my opinion, Cody seemed very gentle with Robin, and Robin complains that in that moment she needed love. She needed tenderness. Not, hey, what are you doing? Not a criticism. But it is Robin who did drive into the rocks. In this situation, I don't feel like Cody was wrong. I think Cody was actually very sensitive to Robin. There's an area filled with rocks, and Robin drove over those rocks. And to be fair, Cody was going really fast. Robin wasn't paying attention to where Cody was. Cody wasn't paying attention to where Robin was. And Robin decided to drive into the rocks. She didn't have to make that choice to avoid Cody, but she did. After the accident, when Cody saw Robin was fine, he was like, what are you doing? That area's all rocks. Why would you do that? So Robin thinks that she's cool and edgy and she's going to be relatable to viewers if she talks about how on the down low she likes to mess around on four-wheelers, ATVs, and she does it in private. She doesn't like to tell her kids about it so they don't follow her bad example, so they don't worry about her because she claims she's a speed demon. Anyone experienced wouldn't have headed straight for those rocks though. Now, Cody was freaked out. He thought it would be really dangerous. The accident could have been worse. The ATV could have rolled over on her. It didn't though. Robin's fine. She's lucky to be fine. And maybe she should pay more attention to where she's going. And maybe Cody should pay attention too. That was a totally avoidable mishap if both of them were paying attention and being responsible. And it just shows how stupid and idiotic they are that accident even happened. Because if they were paying attention, they wouldn't have been in that situation. Now, Cody is taking Robin to the ridge to see the sunset and the valley for a romantic moment. But Robin has an identity crisis. Cody says he wanted to improvise a romantic moment and he struggled to find something cute to say. He tells Robin, oh, I brought you here to say, and then he says, well, he was trying to say something cute. And Dumbo asks, oh, you brought me here to say something, to tell me something? And Cody tells Robin he loves her. He came here to tell her he loves her. An unstable idiot loves her. I'm sure that's so comforting for Goblin. Imagine these guys' conversations and how boring they are and how unintelligent they are. These are two people I would have zero curiosity in overhearing as a fly on the wall. It is so fucking boring. I'd be welcoming that fly swatter. Like, please take me now. So Cody asks Robin what he wants her to say, if he should say something romantic to her, if she should do something romantic now. And Robin checks Cody. She lets him know he used to do those things, but he hasn't been himself lately. And Cody tells Robin she's right, he hasn't been himself. Robin lets Cody know he hasn't been himself for a long time, and Cody looks away. He's silent, and Robin asks him if he's okay. And Cody doesn't know. It looks like there's trouble in paradise, people. Cody says he and Robin's relationship has been changing vastly over the last 3 years. And Robin says Cody is very angry, and she is the one he is with. She says it feels like she is stuck with him. She says she's getting the brunt of it, and it's been very difficult. Guess what, Robin? No one gives a fuck. No one pities you but yourself and Cody and your family, and you made your bed. Robin says that this is not what she wanted because it's all about her and what she wants. And Cody tells Robin the goals he had, the one family, the one home, or even the worst case scenario of maybe living in a cul-de-sac next door to each other. Cody says he felt like the family was in the way of his goals because they didn't want the same things he wanted. Yeah, they didn't want to live in a patriarchal hierarchy with he and his favorite wife at the top, who everyone is just obedient to and convenient for to make his bad decision he regrets of living plural marriage more convenient on him and his favorite wife. Is that what Kotex means by that? What a pathetic coward Cody is. Now, Robin tells Kotex when he says things like that, it sounds really bad. No shit. And she asks him, you know that, right? That it sounds really bad? So old Herpes Lip with the ramen mop feigns cluelessness to Robin, as Robin explains that it's because it wasn't working out the way he wanted, so he just kind of like abandoned them. Is that what Robin means? He just kind of like gave up? But of course, Robin doesn't finish her thought. She doesn't have the brain cells to. So Robin says because it wasn't working out the way he wanted to, he just kind of like, and then there she stops her thought and she drifts off. She doesn't want to tell Cody he gave up, he abandoned his family when they wouldn't allow him to dictate how they would live. We are getting the two Einstein's opinions on the shitstorm they created, and we're getting genius from Brain Cell 1 and Brain Cell 2. So Cody tells Robin it was more than that. When the one home thing wasn't going to work, Cody decided at that point that he just didn't care. And Robin coddles Cody. She assures him he wasn't the only one that changed. Einstein, too, uses her one brain cell to give her input. She thinks she noticed a big change in Cody, but they all changed. There was less focus on the family, the group, the main part of the family, not the kids out there. And she says Mary, Christine, and Janelle wanted to focus more on all the kids who moved away instead of focusing on the larger family. And Robin says she doesn't think she was really changing as much, but she thinks Mary and Janelle and Christine specifically were changing. Wow. The family changed when Robin came into the picture, when Robin prioritized Cody and he prioritized her and her kids over the larger family, when he stopped giving a fuck about the obstacles to his goals in life. Anyone who wasn't interested in living a patriarchy, in being obedient to Cody and his favorite wife and kissing her ass sufficiently, anyone unwilling to be dictated to by Cody and Robin were ignored. And at the point when Cody was trying to push Janelle to pick him over her sons, women still focused on the larger family, on the heart of their family, and they disregarded the coward and his wife because they became insignificant and toxic when it came to the family, which is, of course, the kids and the wives. Cody and Robin aren't the family. The heart of the family are the ex-sister wives and their kids. And Cody and Robin seem to think they're the center of the family when they're not. And it shows more than ever now when we see Janelle and Christine and the kids still together at family functions, functioning as a family, the heart of the Brown family still going strong without Cody and Robin, without their toxic, manipulative fuck shit. Even as Christina's married David, we still see that going on. So Cody and Robin really became insignificant and extraneous to the family as they continue to prioritize each other and as the wives continue to still prioritize the larger family and their kids. The separation from Cody and Robin was created by them with their toxicity. The division was created by them with their toxicity and their decision to prioritize each other as the sister wives still prioritize the larger family. Robin was never about the larger family, but Robin is right about one thing. She never changed. When she came into the family, she was never about the larger family, and she remained all about herself. Robin was all about Cody from day one. She was all about her marriage to Cody and her kids and living off of the backs of her sister wives within the context of the larger family, getting financial security for herself and her kids through the larger family. And she came in with that motivation as her priority, security for herself and her kids. And that remained her priority. Her priority was always herself and what she could get for herself. It was never about the larger family. Robin wanted the legal marriage from day one. This was never about the larger family for Robin, ever. I don't buy her identity crisis bullshit. Christine was spot on when she called season 1 that some women come in and they just want the man, not the family. And that's Robin right there. Christine called it. So back to Parowan, on to a happier, lighter, freer Mary. Mary is at the inn with Jen, and I'm going to say something very nice about Mary's inn. She has this beautiful drawer. It's like a folk art drawer cupboard thing. And it's white and it has like little green folk art on it. And it's very cute. It really caught my eye and I love it. Beautiful. So for Mary and Cody's 10th anniversary, she made him a quilt, and she used a bunch of t-shirts that she and Cody bought over the years on purpose to make this quilt. So there's shirts from her childhood, from Cody's childhood, and then shirts they bought together, shirts of different memories they had together, and Mary made this quilt. I love how Mary does these creative, handmade, artistic gifts. Those are always the best kind. They're filled with love, and love is worth so much more than money. So Cody asked Mary if she still had those t-shirts. She told him she had the quilt, and Cody wants his shirts back. How petty can a man be? So Cody says he and Mary broke up, and he decided he wanted that stuff back, so he asked her for it. So Mary has planned to cut the quilt up to return Cody's shirts to him, because she says she doesn't need his things. He can have his things. She doesn't need them. She doesn't want them. You know what, Mary? What I would say, fucking burn it. Send him the ashes, just like Robin suggested that she should burn her marriage certificate. I think that would be cute. I say fuck Cody. He asked Mary for that shit now for the same reason he did the emotional clinging to her, sobbing, bawling when he left her after he helped her move, to manipulate Mary, to create doubt for her. And he thinks he can manipulate her emotionally again by asking for something he knows used to be sentimental to both of them, thinking it will make Mary doubt some more. He can't just be done with Mary and let her be in peace. What a son of a bitch. Just let her be. Let her be. Enough is enough. But I would say at this point, I think Mary knows that Cody is trying to be toxic, that Cody is trying to emotionally manipulate her. I think she knows what's up. And I think Cody is just being ridiculous and petty with intention. So Jen is there for emotional support. And Jen tells Mary not to cut up the quilt, not to cut Cody's shirts out. Just take a picture of it and send it to Cody and let that be that. If I was Mary, I would burn the quilt and send Cody the ashes and give him back his energy. Cody says that he and Mary got married and she took over everything he had. You know what? When a man is as inept as Cody is, Mary really may have had no choice but to handle everything. If this guy is this way at 50 plus, I just can't imagine how much he sucked in his 20s. Of course, Cody has to give his excuses for why he's being petty, so Cody says he wasn't even thinking about the idea of plural marriage, or that maybe someday one of his other wives would want a jersey or a t-shirt or some connection to his past. So Cody finds it weird that Mary got all of it and nobody else got any of it. I guess Robin is just dying for Cody's old 20-year-old musty t-shirts. Do you guys remember when Robin was courting Cody and one of his kids was wearing his jacket and she took the jacket and she smelled it and she said, "Oh, I miss your dad," to his child? This lady's a weirdo. She probably wants his old t-shirts to make a fucking voodoo doll. She already got his balls in a vice. She probably now wants to do some fuckery on him. No, I'm kidding. Let's remember, too, that Mary got a lot of this stuff because she was married to Cody basically monogamously for 3 years before anyone else ever joined the family. So we learned the truth from Mary that it was actually Cody's idea for Mary to make this quilt. He brought the idea to her. He asked her to make it. So Mary did what Cody wanted. Surprise, surprise. If Cody's lips are moving, it means he's lying. Jen mentions how she knows Mary put a lot of heart and soul into this quilt. It's significant. It was sentimental to her. And now Mary is cutting it up to give Cody back his things that he demanded. So Mary put a lot into the quilt. And Cody says this tattered bunch of t-shirts is an old unraveling of he and Mary's 30-year experience. So Mary clarifies, of course, that she hasn't been cuddling with this quilt, lamenting the past at all. She is ready to get this done. She is ready for this to go. She's ready to cut it up. So this quilt is comprised of sentimental t-shirts that she and Cody got growing up over the years separately as kids. Some of them they bought together. And there's a nightshirt that's on there from when Mary was 16. Why she would want that, I don't know. There's a shirt from when she and Cody were on The Price is Right together. I haven't seen that episode, so I'm going to have to look that up online at some point. There are shirts from their honeymoon when they went to Jackson Hole and Yellowstone. So Mary looks through all these shirts on the quilt. She's going through all the memories. She's getting emotional, and she feels weird cutting it up. So Jen is, of course, there for moral support. Jen is a great friend. If Mary wants to do this, she's going to support her. This is hard for Mary, but she cuts up the quilt to give Cody his things back as he demanded. So, in my opinion, Cody really doesn't give two fucks about his old t-shirts. If Cody was really a sentimental guy, maybe he would make more of an effort to improve his relationships with his kids instead of manipulating Mary into cutting up a quilt that reminds her of the past just to fuck with her head some more. Cody's a dick. If Cody's really this deeply sentimental guy, where is all of this sentimentality towards his children? You see Cody's panties in a knot over Sonny and Cher's divorce 50 years ago, some old t-shirts from when he was 6. You know, what the fuck is wrong with this man in his head? And later on, he's going to talk about losing his virginity. No one wants to hear this shit. What Cody should be concerned with is fixing things with his children. Where is all the sentimentality and emotion where it counts with this man? What the fuck is wrong with his head? He's a joke. He's a joke. It's very hard to take this guy seriously. Now, Mary realizes how final everything is cutting up this quilt. Listen, there is a special place in hell, if hell exists, for people like Cody who take joy in fucking with people's emotional well-being. And there is karma that comes with that too. So Cody may think it's worth it to hurt Mary, to give Robin his divine love, his old musty tattered t-shirts from when he was 6. But in one way or another, all of this bad energy will come back to him tenfold. It will come back, and it'll come back on Robin too. Mary should send him the ashes after she burns the quilt. That's what I would do. But Mary is so conditioned by Cody that she will just do what she thinks is the decent thing, even though she can't expect Cody to ever do that for her unless there is something in it for him. So Mary carefully dismantles the quilt, careful not to fuck anything up. And as she is carefully cutting the stitches, she tells Jen about the level of Cody's cruelty. One time he told Mary right after they moved to Vegas, he told her that she has been really horrible to him for 20 years, so she will have to wait at least that long for him to be willing to fix his relationship with her. Now, Jen is shocked. I wasn't shocked by that. Listen, Mary always knew Cody was a son of a bitch. This is nothing new. He even melted Mary's ring just to let her know how insignificant she was to him. He's a son of a bitch. Mary knew Cody was a fuckface, and she tolerated it, in my opinion, because in her heart, she loved Cody, and she probably hoped for better. And she also grew up in a polygamous family, conditioned by the faith, conditioned in that culture, conditioned to stay in if she wants to get to heaven, conditioned to sacrifice for the larger family, conditioned that you stick in it for the long haul, no matter what. So as much as Mary knew Cody was a son of a bitch, she had a lot of conditioning to overcome from her faith, from the way she grew up, to realize she deserved better and to really overcome all of that lifelong conditioning. Cody was aware of how ingrained in the faith Mary was and how she grew up in a polygamous family. And I think Cody knew that Mary would be loyal to a fault, that Mary was conditioned in this, and that he could be abusive emotionally, he could be as toxic as he wanted, he could be absent as a husband, and Mary would stay. So Cody treated Mary like crap, knowing she would accept it, knowing she would keep trying, knowing she would stay. And it's very cruel. In my opinion, Cody got off on hurting Mary, on being cruel to her, on putting her through pain. I think Cody's sick in the head, and I don't believe he felt any remorse for any of the pain and suffering he caused any of his family. I don't believe Cody gave a fuck, and an example of this we're seeing right now of Cody's cruelty is getting Mary to cut up this quilt, knowing it reopens a fresh wound for her. Cody is a dick face. Cody is a coward. And if I were Cody, I would be ashamed to look myself in the mirror every morning. Now, Mary says when they first moved to Vegas, when they were still living in the rentals, Cody told her, listen, you have been very hard to live with. You have been very mean. So now I'm going to be this way to you, and you're going to have to deal with it for 20 years. At that point, if Mary took some garden shears and Lorena bobbited this man, I wouldn't be surprised. Rest assured, though, with the way the universe works, karma for the energy Cody sowed will be far worse than any of that would be on him. Jen is shocked, and she wonders why Cody would say that to Mary. And Mary says the joke's on Cody because she didn't even last for the 20 years. She didn't even last that long with him. So Mary says no wonder people would look at her and think, really? Why did you not get the clue? So at this point, Mary explains she got the clue. She got the message Cody was giving her. She understood this, but she chalked it up to the fact that he was trying to figure things out. And a lot of times, really nasty things spew out of Cody's mouth when he doesn't mean them, when he's angry, when he's stressed out. You know what? Whether or not Cody means these things is irrelevant. Cody had no right to treat Mary or any of his other wives that way, and he had no right to degrade Mary as his wife that way. Look at how he is with the mother of his kid. You were mean to me for 20 years, so now I'm going to be mean to you. And then maybe after those 20 years, I'll be willing to work shit out with you. Fuck off and fuck you. Like, seriously. Look at this kind of behavior and then ask yourself how Cody behaves in private, how he communicates in private when he tries to, for example, interact with his kids. This is a cruel man, a selfish man, a toxic man with an angry, resentful mind and a huge ego problem. Cody is toxic and Robin deserves him, and I am just so glad these two found each other because they are just perfect for each other, and it truly shows. Think about how Cody could potentially treat his kids privately if he's willing to talk to the mother of his children that way, how he would treat his kids. So Mary adds that she wasn't the easiest to live with, and Mary says she understands that. Now, of course, Cody's full of excuses. Cody says he wasn't saying that shit to Mary because he was mad at the time. He was saying it because he was mad enough to tell Mary the truth. He says, looking back on the marriage, he felt they should have divorced here, and they should have divorced here, and they should have divorced here. But he says the problem was he didn't believe in divorce. Well, that doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole and emotionally abusive to a person. You believe in your religion that you can't get a divorce, that you can't be the one to get a divorce, so it's okay to treat another human being, the mother of your kid, like shit? That's the godly thing to do that's in line with the faith? Go get fucked. So Jen really doesn't understand how Cody could be so horrible. Cody only cares about himself. It's as simple as that. Cody even comes before Robin and her kids. Cody isn't a good guy. Cody isn't a nice guy. Cody isn't just a dumb guy who's just stupid, who doesn't know any better. Cody is manipulative. Cody is a liar, just like Robin, and Cody will always put himself first. Always. So Mary says she wasn't nice all the time. She wasn't easy all the time. And Jen tells Mary nobody is perfect. And Mary says she knows she can't force her relationship. All she can do is just look in the mirror, figure out where she can improve and how she can be a better person. At least Mary can look in the mirror and be good with herself, at least when it comes to Cody. Can Cody do that? Can Robin look in the mirror and be good with herself? Mary hopes to make the rest of her life as good as it can be, and she says that's really what she tried to do with her marriage, make it as good as it could be. So Jen says Cody was very hurtful, and Mary agrees. Mary says Cody told her the things she needed to do in order for him to be willing to work on a relationship with her. Listen, Cody never had any intention of ever working on any of his relationships with his wives. Cody made them feel like the problem. He made lists of demands of them before he was willing to work on things. He kept shifting the goalposts to keep the women spinning their tails, to string them along and put the blame on them for why he wasn't making the effort. Cody was the problem. They were not the problem. Cody was the problem. So Cody makes more excuses in confessional. He says full of resentment, full of defensiveness, that the point was that he wanted to be in a relationship that worked, in a relationship that's good. And he says, maybe if you want a roadmap to get that, his idea was, well, we start with some of the things that bother me about you. Really? So did Mary also get to make a list about the things that bother her about him? Or is this the same cowardly bullshit like with the so-called therapist, where Cody gets to make demands, he dishes all the criticism, but he refuses to take a grain of sand's worth of criticism towards himself? Can't expect people to change for a relationship to work for you. Either you love and accept the person exactly as they are, or it's over, and that's obvious. So Jen wonders how Mary feels now that she reflects on everything and the quilt is undone. Mary says she isn't having any emotions with it, really. She is happy. She's happy with where she is. Mary says she did everything Cody asked of her, and it felt to her that Cody was like, well, fuck it. She's already done everything, and he knew he wasn't interested, so he was wondering at that point now, well, what am I supposed to do? And he decided, oh, well, I guess I'll just ignore her. Yes, because Cody is a coward. So what Cody has to say to this is he and Mary had hard beginnings, a hard middle, and a hard end. And Mary says she remembers a lot of the bad things and she wants to remember the good times. Cody sums it up with, they struggled, they had their differences, they got divorced. And he says he doesn't want to talk bad about Mary now. If Cody keeps running his mouth about Mary, he knows she won't hesitate to tell her truths. And if Mary reveals the extent of Cody's emotional abuse and toxicity privately that he did off camera with the way he conducts himself, Cody would know that he is screwed. And I think he thinks if he can keep Mary on his good side, Mary will keep her voice to a minimum. Mary thought if she was the best person she could be, that it would be okay with Cody. And now he would just accept her and they could have their marriage. So it took her a while to be able to get to the place where it was okay and just be like, how she feels about herself is not negotiable with him. So whatever he says about her, whatever he says to her, it is irrelevant to her. Go, Mary. Fuck yeah. Exactly. Finally. Cody is irrelevant. He's irrelevant to the world. He's irrelevant on the show. He's irrelevant to his ex-wives. I was so happy when Mary said that. Like, yes, she gets it. She gets it. Cody is irrelevant. That is facts. I'm glad Mary recognizes that Cody is inconsequential and his opinions are meaningless. Not only because he should hold no weight with her or any of his wives, but also because Cody is emotionally unstable. And Cody seems very angry and very unregulated. And frankly, Cody's perceptions and Cody's analysis and his opinions are all based on his toxic mind. So frankly, Cody as a human, Cody's opinions, all of it is just completely irrelevant, like the ramblings of a crazy person. Except he is the only one who doesn't get that he is unhinged, and the joke's on him. It's sad, but this is the reality of the situation. So back in Moab, on to love and joy and happiness and light. David is having his bachelor party the day before the wedding. Christine is having her own girls' party with mimosas and facials, doing a test run of her hair and makeup. Christine's daughters give a little insight into their relationship with David. They're very excited for the wedding. McKelty has accepted David as her stepfather. Truly, of course, already lives with the lovebirds. I love Truly's purple hair, by the way. I love her hair. I love it. So Truly has already accepted David because he is a parent to his kids, and she also has never seen her mom so happy. I love that the kids love seeing their mom happy despite any misgivings that this might be going too fast, and they know they're going to have to adjust to this, but they are just so happy to see their mom happier than they have ever seen her in their lives, and they support this, and I think that's beautiful. So Christine feels that Truly and David have a great relationship. David compliments Truly often, and Truly just glows whenever David compliments her. So Christine thinks that's good. Of course, it's unlike Cody, who couldn't even manage to have a room for Truly in his house with Robin. He promised her that, he set that expectation, and he never came through for her. I have a feeling, unlike Kotex, if David says he's going to do something, it's done before you can blink. And I think we've seen David as a parent. He seems like a very involved, invested, loving father, and I think this might be good. He'll never be a father to Christine's children. He's not trying to be their father, but he might be a good, supportive person in their lives, and I think that could be a good thing. Isabel and Aspen can see how into their mom David is. They feel like David's obsessed with her, and they're really happy because they feel like the person their mom is with should be obsessed with her. And David feels like he has known Christine his whole life. They mesh well, they will unite, they're going to come together, and they're going to keep moving forward together. They respect each other, and David thinks it's awesome. The way that he and Christine just blended together, and they're integrating so well. Christine is just radiating with love and joy. I love seeing her this happy. She is all smiles. She's excited to make things legit. So now we're back in Flagstaff to the doom and gloom. Doom and gloom are still conversating on Coyote Pass. And Cody tells Robin that he and Robin sit here in this moment with this truth that they have. And Cody says he couldn't find that with his exes anymore. He couldn't find that truth with them. So Robin twists her face up into the ugliest expression I have ever seen. And she asks Cody, "Not even with Janelle?" in her desperate voice. And Cody says, "No, not even with Janelle." And Robin begs, "Oh, do you think you could?" And Cody says, "No, Janelle is just not that into it. She's not into it emotionally. They don't have that emotional intimacy." And Cody makes it clear that Janelle and Cody, they just aren't close. They aren't close with each other. So Robin asks Cody again, "Oh, don't you think you could work this out with her?" And Cody says, "No, not at all." And Robin thinks Cody wants to work it out with Janelle. She says he goes through days where he is frustrated, and then other days he tells Robin they could work it out. He's just trying to shut Robin up because she won't stop nagging him. Robin, of course, is still hanging on to this. Pathetic. So Cody tells Robin he and Janelle don't see eye to eye, and he would blame it all on Janelle, but he tells Robin he isn't loyal to Janelle either. He doesn't really care anymore about this. He doesn't want to pursue a relationship with Janelle. There is no care there. There is no love there. They don't see eye to eye. And even Cody is saying it's not all Janelle's fault. I don't give a fuck about her. He's over it too. So Robin asks Cody if he thinks he and Janelle could work it out. And Cody finishes Robin's sentence and goes, "And what? Suck it up just for the sake of the kids?" Because that's what it would be. And Robin says no. And Cody tells Robin, well, that's what it would be. And he tells her she has to stop pushing this on him. He doesn't want to do it anymore. So at this point, Robin frowns like Mr. Potato Head. Her jaw grows 3 times its size. And she looks down as she's frowning as Cody tells Robin, whenever he or she has a truth, they share it with each other. They look into each other's eyes. And Robin wipes away non-existent tears as she asks Cody why he and Janelle can't just go to therapy. She tells Cody that he and Janelle have history. They have 6 kids together. And Cody tells Robin that the love and trust is gone. And Robin begs, desperate Robin begs, "Oh, you don't think you could figure it out?" As Cody angrily calls Robin out. He tells her he knows she is trying to do this again. He knows what she's trying to do. Listen, Mrs. Potato Head is tripping if she thinks she could ever get Cody to manipulate a woman as intelligent as Janelle is into being strung along just so she doesn't have to be left alone to her fate, suffocated by her divine love with Cody. Robin doesn't want to be the only one married to this man. Robin doesn't want to be married to this man anymore. Robin is losing respect for him, and Robin doesn't want to be stuck alone married to this man. She has to manage and coddle this man like her sixth child. If Robin successfully thinks that she can manipulate Cody into stringing someone as intelligent as Janelle along, I mean, she is smoking things she shouldn't be at that point. And I don't mean the cannabis, because maybe if Goblin blazed, she would actually be able to look herself in the mirror and take accountability and admit who she really is as a person and gain some consciousness. Crack is whack, Robin. Crack is whack. Put down the pipe if you actually believe a woman as educated and intelligent as Janelle is going to fall for fuckery and bullshit. Cody isn't going to ever be able to successfully manipulate Janelle. No. Janelle is no Mary. Janelle isn't going to be having that, and it shows. How Robin really only cares about herself. She doesn't care about what's good for Cody's health, what's good for Cody as her husband, what's good for the rest of the family for their well-being. She cares about not being stuck alone with Cody as Cody's only wife. Even if pursuing a relationship with Janelle wouldn't even be healthy for Cody and his mental health, let alone how toxic that would be for Janelle or Janelle's kids, Robin doesn't care about the consequences, about Cody's emotional well-being. She only cares about what she wants for herself, and she doesn't want to be the only one married to Cody, and she doesn't want to lose her money tree. This shows just how selfish Robin is. This shows just how manipulative Robin is. How many years did Cody string his wives and kids along just for the sake of appeasing Robin for this TLC paycheck, for this reality show, so Robin doesn't have to feel the guilt of the weight of her fuckery? It seems to me that Robin thinks it's cool to fuck with people's lives, even for her husband to fuck with his life, to do things that aren't even best for his own emotional well-being, just so she can have what she wants. You know, if Cody is too dumb to see that he's a slave to Robin, this right here shows just how low this witch is. Just so she doesn't have to deal with being the only wife stuck with him. Just so she doesn't have to feel the weight of how horrible she is and the repercussions of her toxicity, the consequences of the broken family that stemmed from her enabling Cody to resent his ex-wives and her accepting Cody, having her as a blatant favorite wife. She is willing to play with people's lives. She is willing to play with Cody's emotional well-being just so she doesn't have to deal with herself, just so she can have what she wants. What the fuck is that if it's not manipulation? Robin was the blatant favorite wife, and as Cody's other wives and kids got neglected, she and her kids got the favorite wife treatment from Cody. He abandoned the rest of his family to be able to meet Robin and her kids' many needs. And just so Robin doesn't have to feel it and look like the witch she is to the world, she wants Cody to play with Janelle and manipulate her and manipulate his children, just like he's playing hands at the table, just so she doesn't have to face herself and the bed she made. So it's cool to play with people's lives and manipulate the fuck out of them, manipulate their emotions. Who the fuck cares as long as Robin gets what she wants? You see how manipulative she is and how selfish she is? According to Robin, it's totally cool to fuck with Cody's well-being, to fuck with the emotional well-being of Janelle and her kids, and play with her like a toy, just so Robin gets what she wants, just so Robin doesn't have to be the only wife stuck with Cody. She doesn't even care about the emotional well-being of her own husband. She's actively trying to manipulate him to do something that goes against his own emotional well-being. I've had about enough of this bitch. I can't stand Cody, I can't stand Robin, and I can't stand their emotional terrorism and toxicity. Now, Robin tells Cody he has said a lot of weird things about relationships and about the past, and Robin plays dumb. She tells Cody he said a lot of strange things about relationships in the past, and she doesn't quite understand. She wants Cody to explain it to her. Robin asks Cody, "Are you just bitter? Are you rewriting the past?" You mean the same way Robin loves to rewrite history too? Really? Pot, meat, kettle. Look at Robin here actively manipulating Cody. Cody said no. Cody was clear. Cody said, "I'm not going to do this. I'm not stringing Janelle along. It's not fair." Even Cody put his foot down. Even Cody said no. And Robin, because he said no, wants to try to humiliate him by bringing up things he has said to make him look bad intentionally, to punish him for refusing her orders. Cody put his foot down, and she is actively trying to manipulate him into doing what she wants. Is Robin the loyal, obedient wife? Or does Robin wear the pants, give the orders, and make him think that it was his idea? Is this divine romance, or is this the road paved to hell with these two demons? I don't know. Cody gets pissy here. His little herpy keeps bulging and flaring on his lip as he tells Robin he doesn't want to blame her for him hanging on to Mary. He tells Robin he felt like he couldn't get out of that. She was backing his conscience, telling him he can't leave her. It's not allowed. I believe Robin was emotionally manipulating Cody, guilting him incessantly behind the scenes to have him string Mary along, but he is accountable for that. Robin is accountable as well for manipulating Cody, but Cody is accountable for his own behavior and for taking the bait as well. Cody doesn't get to put all that accountability on Robin. I guess Robin isn't the perfect obedient wife. So Robin says she never told Cody he can't leave Mary. Cody says Robin did that, and Robin says she told him he needs to see if he can work it out, but never that he can't leave. Now, in my opinion, in other words, what happened is, you work this out if you're the man I thought you were. And if you don't do this, I'll punish you for it. I'll pull back from you. I'll show you how displeased I am. I think that's what happened. Robin isn't really supportive of Cody. I don't believe that she loves him. I don't believe she loves him as he is. I don't believe she supports him as a husband. She loves him. She's happy with him if he does as she dictates. And if he doesn't come through, she shames him and makes him feel like shit for failing to please her. And then she probably holds the fact that she is the legal wife over his head. She can divorce him at any time. And I'm sure she holds that over his head a lot. Now, if Cody allows Robin to manipulate him as a grown man, that's on him if he's that weak-minded. I have a feeling pretty soon Cody will realize he threw away his pearls for swine. Now, Christine, Janelle, and Mary weren't always easy. They weren't always convenient. And for Cody, convenience is king. But Christine, Janelle, and Mary, they genuinely cared about Cody. They cared for his well-being. They cared about his mental health. They may not have always been convenient. They may not have always fed his ego. They may not have always made him feel like the hero, but they loved him, and ultimately they were loyal to him. They were real with him. They had his back. And at some point, Cody's going to realize what we all saw from day one. Robin only has her own back. Robin will only ever be loyal to herself. Cody tells Robin he isn't blaming her, but he isn't at her behest. He isn't going to sit here and try and fix things with a marriage that will never work just because she thinks that they should or because of her belief in plural marriage. So Cody has made it clear that he's not doing this 10 million times. He put his foot down. He said no. He tells her he isn't at her behest. He isn't going to do it. He doesn't give a fuck what Robin thinks. He's not doing it. Now, Robin asks, well, is Janelle interested? Robin looks like she has a mental problem here. Like, seriously, I don't know what the fuck is wrong in her head, but she needs help. If she was obedient at this point, if she was really the obedient, loyal wife, she would shut her mouth at this point. So Cody gives Robin a look here when she's asking this, and his look shows that he knows what a whack job she is. He has like pity in her eyes when he looks at her, like he thinks she's pathetic. And he responds, not at all. He makes it clear, not at all. Janelle is not at all interested. And Robin keeps going because Robin can't even understand English. She asks, really? And Cody reiterates again, not at all. He makes it clear that Janelle is as bad as he was with Mary. Janelle is at the place where Cody was with Mary, going, well, maybe it could work, but I don't really care. I don't really want to try. I don't want to do this. So he's making it clear it's mutual. He doesn't want to pursue it. Janelle doesn't want to pursue it. Cody says he probably would have moved on from Mary a lot sooner, but Robin was constantly encouraging that relationship and putting pressure on him. And that's where it was on Cody to set boundaries with Robin and let her know that his marriage was between he and Mary, and he was going to do what he felt was best as a husband in that marriage, and she was going to do as a wife in that marriage what she thought was best, and that it had nothing to do with her, that it was he and Mary's marriage. But Cody never set boundaries with Robin, and that's how we get ourselves in this situation. If Cody's the patriarch and the leader, he wouldn't be so weak-minded and easily manipulated by anybody. Now, Cody says Robin told him that he needed to go and sleep on Christine's couch when Christine kicked him out of the house, and Cody put his foot down. He told her no way, there was no way in hell he was going to be doing that. Cody goes on to say that when he had the fight with Janelle, Robin was saying, please, please, begging him not to have that fight with Janelle. Listen, Cody can't place all of his accountability on Robin. Cody can't blame Robin for all of his foolishness. He's the dumb fuck who went to Robin and admitted to the world, well, I go to Robin because she knows how to make relationships work. It's very clear the women were in relationships, not just with Cody, but with Cody and Robin from the second she entered the picture. Robin constantly inserted herself, wanting to play marriage counselor because she can speak Cody better than anyone else. She wanted her eyes and ears on all the fires burning in the larger family, directing Cody how to manage each wife so that she could ultimately get what she wants out of the situation. Even on their bucket list sexcation, the 2-week honeymoon that he and Robin had, Cody said we, meaning he and Robin, have decided to give them, his wives, some of what they want. We decided to give them some of what they want, meaning Robin will direct Cody on how to deal with each wife and manage the relationship to keep these wives hanging on. These women married Cody, not Cody and Robin had no place being involved in any of the other marriages. Cody, if he's this great patriarch and this alpha male, Cody had a responsibility to set boundaries with Robin to keep his marriages between man and wife and not man and wife and wife. But Cody welcomed Robin in to all the private details of every marriage. And Robin thought these women were deaf, dumb, and born yesterday, eager to kiss the ring and fall in line. Robin overestimated herself, and she felt she could manipulate the whole thing. Too bad Robin's dream didn't manifest, and she will never get the vision with her sister wives and her grandkids sitting on rocking chairs on the porch. Did Robin ever consider that her dream might be her sister wives' definition of hell? In my opinion, Robin doesn't want to lose her money trees. Who is Robin going to live off of if she can't live off of the backs of her sister wives? Can Cody afford the Goblin's Lair and the nanny, all on the TLC paycheck and whatever he makes selling gun accessories and doing a bunch of cameos? Cody might need a few more jobs to keep Robin in the lifestyle she's accustomed to. He's going to have to do a bunch of cameos and a bunch more selling of gun parts. Goblin and her kids are very expensive, very expensive. Now, Janelle says she has no idea what Robin was pushing Cody to do, but she thinks it's a shame that Cody could be that controlled by Robin, that he would stay in a relationship, in a marriage that wasn't working just to appease her. Janelle feels if Robin has that much control over Cody, that's great. Cody and Robin can have that, but she isn't interested. I thought Robin was the obedient wife. And didn't Cody ask Janelle to change herself to become more obedient like Robin? But it looks like Robin's the neck that turns the head. Cody isn't just this dumb, innocent lamb. Cody is as toxic and manipulative as Robin, who also happens to be pussy whipped on top of that. Now, Mary knew that Robin was very much wanting her and Cody's relationship to heal and work out. Mary believes that when Robin came into the family, she intended to really have a plural family. And she believes firmly that that's really what Robin wanted, and she doesn't think that ever changed for Robin. Okay, Mary. Cody tells Robin what really matters is what happened, And he needs her to just accept what happened and accept that now they're in this monogamous relationship. And in confessional, Cody tells Robin, no, stop. This has to end. He tells Robin that he and Robin have the right to move on. Everybody else has moved on. They have a right to move on too. You know what? A little thing called karma will never allow Robin and Cody to ever be happy again, together in peace with each other. Not when Cody achieved what he wanted through chaos and pain and emotional suffering and destruction and negative energy. Karma won't allow them to be happy. In my opinion, those two will never be happy again. But I will say this, they definitely deserve each other, and that is for sure. They deserve each other. Now, back to love and joy in Moab. There's a lot to do for the wedding. Everything is getting set up. It's gorgeous. David picked the perfect venue. There's a cliff, there's a river, there's a platform to get married on. But David is very worried because the river is very fast moving. So he really worries about everyone keeping an eye on the kids. Christine says the biggest concern of the whole wedding isn't the wedding itself, it's that river. So they're doing the wedding rehearsal. Aspen is in charge. It's beautiful. It's full of love. Everyone's getting emotional at the rehearsal, watching Christine walk down the aisle. Annie, Christine's mom, is there. She's very moved by it. She's already in tears. It's just this very heartwarming, beautiful, positive energy. And then we juxtapose that with Robin, because now we're back in Flagstaff with Goblin and her cloud of doom. Robin says she's sitting here in shock and she's pissed. She looks completely desperate, pathetic, and deflated. Cody finally told Robin no. Cody finally put his foot down. And I'm waiting for Cody to let her know it's a patriarchy now, the same way he did with Janelle and his otherwise. I think Cody's figuring out somewhat that Robin wears the pants, and I don't think he likes it. This divine love might end up on Discovery ID or the First 48, but Robin will probably drop Cody before it goes that far. She says she's in it for the long haul, but I don't think so. When the going gets too rough, Robin's going to throw Cody under that bus. So Robin's opening up more about how hard it is with Cody because she wants us to feel sorry for her. She wants to be loved in a more positive light. She wants people to feel bad. Oh, she's stuck with Cody. Oh, she could be being abused. Oh, this, oh, that. I don't give a fuck about Robin. So Robin says she feels powerless. She feels so sad. Oh, she's powerless. You know what? We don't fucking care. How does she think the wives felt with their husbands being absent, neglecting them and their kids, playing stupid, manipulative, toxic mind games, making lists of demands before he's willing to be there as a husband? I don't give a fuck how powerless this woman feels right now. Now, Robin says not only does she feel powerless, she feels more of her dreams slipping away. More of what she hoped for slipping away. Cue the world's tiniest violin. So at this point, Robin scrunches up her face like she is just struggling to take a shit as she whispers through ghost tears that she just doesn't know how to let it go. She doesn't know how to let it go. Maybe she should be exorcised to release the demon. This nut is pissed that everyone didn't play their perfect role to execute and manifest her fantasy dream into reality, where she manages the family and everybody loves her and the wives kiss her ass, each one fighting for who can get their tongue up there the farthest. Each wife fighting to please her the most, as Cody the lapdog is programmed like a robot to execute her every command, and the wives just fawn over how good and loving she is, and all the kids just love her and kiss the ring and tell her how wonderful she is for the family, how wonderful she is for the world. That's what Robin envisions in her head. She's sad that the wives didn't play their part in executing her little fantasy. Robin is a nobody. Robin is manipulative. Robin is toxic. Robin isn't highly regarded in the family. And Robin modeled to her kids to be just as toxic and manipulative as she is. And now Cody is pushing back a little bit. And this may be the first time he's told her no, at least on camera. And look at the frown and the pout and how despondent she's acting. Oh, I feel powerless. Bitch, you were powerless the whole fucking time. She's always been powerless. Does she really think her manipulative bullshit works? None of the other wives were ever dumb enough to fall for any of her bullshit. Even Mary, by the end, understood who Robin was to the degree that she doesn't even want to know her anymore, really, and she doesn't consider her a friend. If Mary doesn't want to be a friend to you, if loyal Mary doesn't want you, who would want you? Nobody wants Robin. Does Robin even have friends? Does she have friends? Can anyone stand Robin other than Cody and her kids? Look at Robin's face. Seriously, look at Robin's face after Cody tells her no. Look at the defeat. Look at the self-pity. Robin is sad for herself. Robin is a victim of herself. And no one else. No one did this to Robin but Robin. How does a woman get to her age and still not have the ability to be real, even with herself? Even with herself. She even lies to herself, this chick. There's not a lot going on upstairs with Robin, and this display totally shows she really isn't playing with a full deck. She's desperate, she's pathetic, and today she is realizing she is powerless. I really think Robin thought that she could really manage the whole family and eventually she would be the star of the show and everybody would just love her and she would be the heart of the family and the nurturer and she could manage Cody, she could manage his wives, she could make everything manifest perfectly and everyone will see how kind-hearted and lovely she is and everyone will just think that she's great and everything would be just as she wanted. And now Robin is really realizing she never had a chance and her manipulation isn't working as well even on Cody anymore. No more best customer service. Even Cody is really getting her number. And he might be trying to blame her for stringing the wives along. He might be trying to put it on her. But really, at the end of the day, Cody is accountable for how Cody is with his wives. Robin should never have been allowed into those relationships. And Robin should be accountable too for her bullshit and fuckery and manipulation. But in the end, Cody as a husband is accountable for how he is with his wives. So even Cody is really getting Robin's number. And I think soon Robin will only have the option to leave his ass. And if she does leave Cody, no man is going to want to touch her with a 10-foot pole. Not just because of her gift that keeps on giving, but any man who has seen the way this woman was able to put Cody's balls in a vice and wreck his family, the way she manipulated, the lack of consciousness, the way she is just comfortable living off of others, blood, sweat, and tears, the control, the lying, the gaslighting, all of it, the cesspool of toxicity that she is, the selfishness. Any man that sees that is going to say, that cuckoo's nest chick with the jaw the size of Texas, that one I'll pass on. No, thank you. No one's going to want to marry Robin after this, and no one would marry Cody either. Robin is going to be stuck with Cody for life or she's damaged goods. Cody as well. No man in his right mind would want Robin after they see her toxic ways. Robin is stuck now, and I hope she really enjoys her divine love. I hope she enjoys her karma, and I hope it was all worth it. All of the suffering, all of the damage, all the negative energy, all of that's going to come back to her and Cody. That's just how the universe works. That's karma, and karma don't play, and we are actively seeing it right now. These two are free from their obstacles to their goals in life. They're free. They have their monogamous hell. And they aren't happy. They are more miserable than ever. And this will continue. Karma doesn't play. Karma doesn't play. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. So Cody lets Robin know he thought about his marriage with Janelle. And they're just not in love. Neither of them want to do this. And Robin responds to Cody, well, that's how it works for you. You just fall in love and you fall out of love and you just drop the person type of a thing. And Cody responds, yeah, for 15 minutes, he can get mad enough at Robin to think that he could leave her. And Robin frowns at this, and Cody admits to her he verbalized that to her a few times. She's caught him in a bad time, and a few times he's verbalized to her that he could leave her. And he wishes he wouldn't have done that, and he tells her that he is sorry for that. Here's the thing. These two aren't happy together. They will never be happy again. I don't even think they were very happy to begin with. I think this whole thing was transactional. They don't trust each other, as was evidenced by the church debacle and more. And now Cody has told Robin no, and her best customer service doesn't work anymore. A few times, Cody even wanted to leave Robin. He got that angry. Now, if Robin leaves, again, there is no man on this earth who would want her if they've seen her behavior on the show. And no woman on earth would want Cody if they'd seen his behavior on the show. Unless, of course, the woman is mental. Because I have seen women who fall in love with serial killers and inmates on death row and they get engaged and whatever. There are crazy women out there. So they can each have each other, or they'll probably end up being alone for the rest of their lives. But what they've done is that they've really both ruined themselves with their toxicity. And now I think they're finding out that their divine romance is on a path paved to hell. And because their relationship is based on transactional things and on conditions, like Cody getting convenienced, on Cody feeling like the hero, on Cody getting his ego fed, on Robin being easy, on Robin being the safe place, on Robin being obedient, that situation only really worked when Cody had 3 shit shows to hide from and when Robin needed the financial security. Robin is a legal wife. Robin could make him feel her home was a safe place when he had 3 other places where his relationships were rocky. Now, Robin's place is the only place. Cody has no other wives to hate bond with Robin over. He has no other wives to hide from at his safe place. It's just he and Robin is no longer his safe place, his haven. And all of his anger is targeted at Robin, and he's starting to see through Robin, and he resents her. Because I think Cody is realizing how manipulative she is, how controlling she is. He's starting to see that she was playing him. She's not the obedient wife, and it's going to get ugly. And Robin is the legal wife. So they're going to be stuck in this hell. They're going to be stuck in this stagnation. And if Robin decides to leave with her financial security, she might leave, but they'll both end up alone. No one's ever going to want either of them if they decide to part ways. So Robin asks Cody if he is mad at her at this point. And Cody says he was just mad at the situation enough. And she asks, why would leaving me have something to do with that? In my opinion, because Cody likes convenience and Robin isn't convenient and easy anymore. He only has Robin left and they have no one to hate bond over, and Robin is no longer the safe place. They're no longer in this bliss where it's easy and she's his haven. Cody doesn't have anyone to run away from to go to her as his safe place, and he has nowhere to run away to if things get rough with Robin. So Robin was his safe, easy place when he had a rocky relationship in 3 other places. And Robin was able to get Cody much closer to her by understanding his pain in those other places, by bonding with him over the hate he had for his wives, by commiserating with his difficulties in those relationships. Robin is no longer the safe place, and now those same issues are happening with her. She isn't convenient anymore. She isn't easy anymore. There is no other wife for Cody to run to at this point. If there was another wife to run to, Robin would be losing her favorite wife status, and she already has. So Cody tells Robin that it's silly to work on things when you just don't want it to work. You don't want to be around each other. There's no point. And Robin asks if he means this about she and him. And Cody says no, he's talking about he and Janelle. They don't want to be around each other, and Janelle wants to do things much differently than he wants to do them, and they're just not matching up. It's not going to work. And Robin again tells Cody, like a broken record, that she still thinks he and Janelle could work it out. I'm not trying to be mean here, but I would be surprised if Robin was in anything but the special ed class, with her lack of comprehension of the English language. So at this point, Cody admits that he gets an itch to move so bad just to get away from the energy of it all. Cody says they need to remodel, they need to do something. He has to get out of here because this isn't going to work for him, because all of the memories are there, all of the energy is there. He remembers it all when he's there in Flagstaff. He doesn't know what to do. And Cody says the stupid thing is he has kids in college, he has kids in grade school, but he wants to move to Europe. He wants to get away from this, where he can't see it, where he can't be bombarded by it. You know what, Cody? You could quit the TLC show, you could go to therapy, you could get your mind right, you could go to marriage counseling with Robin, and then try to work on shit with your kids. I would say stop filming. You don't deserve a platform anyway. Focus on yourself. The whole world knows what a toxic coward you are. You can go to Europe, you can go to Africa, you could go to Asia, but you can't escape you, and you are the problem. Anywhere you go, you're taking yourself with you. The only way to fix it is getting professional help, and that probably won't even work. And definitely stop filming making a fool of yourself on a TV show, showing exactly how disconnected you are from yourself and reality and exactly how unhinged you are. Cody always fucks up. When he gets in a tight spot, when he feels the walls closing in, he moves as a solution to a problem that still exists. The problem is him. Moving doesn't change him. He needs to fix himself. Moving and hiding and running away and changing your environment will fix nothing. You're never going to escape yourself, and only you can fix you. Cody doesn't want to feel it anymore, and he thinks moving will make it all stop. That's not going to do shit. Of course, Robin is the victim here, and she tells Cody that she is having such a hard time, and Cody tells her this is just the way that it is. Robin needs to accept it. Now, Cody asks Goblin here, "Will you accept me as a monogamist?" Robin is silent. She looks completely defeated, and Cody asks her, "Is there a problem with that?" Robin assures Cody she's always going to stick with him, but she's just having an identity crisis. I am sick and tired of this witch's identity crisis. If you're really having that much trouble with it, go see a therapist and stop bitching about it on TV. No one gives a fuck. No one wants to hear it. Go pay someone who is forced to listen to your bullshit. Robin isn't a victim. No matter how many crocodile tears she sheds or how many sessions of weeping on her bathroom floor we get, I will not feel sorry for her. She created this manifestation with her own toxicity. That's on her. If she wants to feel sorry for herself, she can, but the majority of viewers weren't born yesterday and they aren't going to fall for her emotional manipulation and bullshit. Stop with the victim mentality. Stop. No one feels bad for you. No one gives a fuck about your identity crisis. Now, in confessional, Robin says, yes, she's always going to stick with Cody. She loves Cody, but this is not what she wanted for her life. This is not what anyone else in the family wanted for their lives or for their families, but you don't see them crying, playing victim, feeling sorry for themselves, talking about their identity crises. What the fuck? Instead of worrying about not getting what she wants in her life, why doesn't Robin worry about what Cody's kids deserve from their father and what Cody's kids wanted for their family? No one gives a fuck that Robin didn't get what she posted on her vision board. I don't give a fuck about what Robin wants. What about Cody's kids? Have we seen her shed one tear for their disappointment? This isn't what they wanted. Do we see them crying, feeling sorry for themselves, playing the victim the way Robin is right here? Robin needs to go get fucked. I'm so sick of her feeling sorry for herself when there are kids involved. They got nothing they wanted and a world of emotional suffering and disappointment. Does Robin ever put herself in their shoes to worry how this is affecting their well-being? She's a grown-ass adult. She should be shoving her self-pity up her ass and focusing on getting Cody to be there for his kids before it's too late, while there is still time. Because since she is so religious, she must know tomorrow is never promised. I see Robin worried about the kids in the family and their suffering because they wanted their father who never showed up for them. Then maybe we can address poor Robin not getting what she wanted. Robin needs to fuck all the way off. I've never seen a more miserable, pathetic woman in my life. Never. Robin tells Cody she is stuck, and Cody tells her whatever he's done in these marriages, they are done. Whatever happened between he and his ex-wives, it is done. He's done. Everything's done. It's in the past. It's over. Nothing's going to change with that. Now, Cody tells Robin flat out again for the millionth time that he isn't going to fix it with Mary. He isn't going to try to fix it with Janelle anymore. He's done. He tells her flat out Janelle is done with him too. He's done with her. It's done. Now, Crazy Cuckoo again asks Cody, she told you she's done? Did she tell you that? And Cody says yes. And again, Robin asks, like those words? Those words? And again, Cody answers yes. Honestly, I can understand why Cody has moments when he wants to leave Robin. I'm going to say this about Cody. He is more patient with Robin, knowing she's playing dumb, knowing that she's being manipulative, than I could ever be. Robin acted like a cuckoo bird, and Cody was clear, Cody was adamant, Cody was patient with Robin, and Robin could tell none of her manipulative tools were working. Robin looks horrible, Robin looks miserable, and all I can say is karma. Robin looks totally broken. She won't look Cody in the eyes. And Robin tells Cody, but you miss? And Cody cuts Robin off. He stops her and he tells her, I miss nothing. And then he says he misses the love of the children, and that's all. He misses the love of the children? So basically, in my opinion, Cody's saying he misses what his kids gave to him, the feelings that they gave him. He misses when his kids would feed his ego. He misses what they offer to him. He doesn't actually miss the kids themselves or his relationships with them. This guy is something else. If he truly values his children, if he really wants relationships that are reciprocated, where he also has love to offer his kids, you would think instead of wasting his time on this dingbat, he would be all up on his cell phone trying to get through to them. And not like the fuck shit he pulled with Gabe either, where he told him, oh, I forgive you, now you forgive me, when there is absolutely nothing his children did to him that they need to apologize for. In my opinion, Cody doesn't love anyone but himself. And for him, the kids are about what they give him, how they feed his ego, how they make him feel. And I think that's sick because it's not really about the kids and his deep love for his kids and what he offers to them. Now, Robin tells Cody he was saying a lot of stuff about not loving them. And when she says them, I'm assuming she means his wives, not his kids. And she asks why Cody has been saying that stuff. And Cody says it's because he has been digging up the past. And Robin says when she met him, he loved his wives. To that, Cody says at that point they were working as a team. And Robin says that's not what she was asking. And Cody says, yeah, he loved them. It's over. It doesn't even matter at this point. Again, Robin asks Cody, well, why are you rewriting the past? Cody says he's not rewriting the past. And Robin tells Cody, yes, he has been. So she wants to call Cody out when she does the same thing. Robin and Cody having a conversation or advising each other is really like the blind leading the deaf. Cody insists he's not rewriting the past. He says he's just being honest about it. So Robin wants Cody to explain it to her because it doesn't make sense to her. Nothing makes sense because this chick only has one brain cell. Between the two of them, we're lucky if they have two brain cells to rub together. So in confessional, Robin says that Cody was getting pretty intense with her. I don't think so. Was Cody getting intense or was Robin getting toxic and manipulative as fuck with Cody? Now, Cody admits he's a flip-flopping fool when it comes to his exes. He says all of them are rewriting the past. Mary is rewriting it like crazy, according to Cody. So Cody, the liar, would like us to believe that anything Mary says, any truth she tells using her voice to speak about her past, all of it is lies, all of it. Nothing is credible. In my opinion, Cody rewrites history because he doesn't want to take accountability for being a toxic shitbag to her or any of his wives. And Cody says he gets to rewrite the past, just like he feels Mary and his other wives do. And Robin also rewrites the past. She loves to rewrite history, but I guess never mind that. Just like the creepy photos she had made of Cody in the place of her ex-husband in an old family photo with him and her kids when her kids were younger. Just like she wants to rewrite history and make it seem like Cody was always there, not their biological father. Robin also took the photo of a younger Cody from Christine's old family photo with her kids. That's how sick Robin is. That's how delusional Robin is. That's how comfortable Robin is herself with rewriting history, but she wants to call Cody out on that. Like I said, the blind leading the deaf. In my opinion, what Robin is going to do is she's trying to do all she can to make Cody look really bad, to make him look even worse. And then she's going to say, guys, I'm a victim too. Cody did this to me. Cody did that to me. And then she'll think that she'll leave and then she'll get all this support. I have no fucks to give. Frankly, I don't care because Robin enabled Cody to treat everyone in his family like shit. Cody was emotionally abusive, he was cruel, and he was toxic to his wives and kids for decades. And Robin had not one tear to shed for her sister wives or their kids. And she gaslit and she enabled Cody to lie. She helped him. She lied for him. She lied on his kids. She lied on his wives. So there isn't a world where Robin ever gets to be the victim in this story. She can shove her ghost tears where the sun don't shine. I had enough of this fuckery. She's going to do everything she can to make Cody look even worse. So when she leaves him, she can say, oh, guys, I'm a victim too. Guess what? It's an insult to everybody's intelligence. Cody adds that he's rewriting history because, yeah, he probably loved his wives. And he says he had Robin convinced he was in love with them. Now, Robin asks Cody if he was in love with his ex-wives when he married them and when they were together in the beginning. And Cody told Robin not to make her compare, please. First of all, when someone says, oh, I probably loved my wife, guess what? Love is a very strong emotion. If you love them, you would know. There's no probably, I think, yes, probably. It's a yes or a no. Love, real love, doesn't turn on and off like a light switch. So Cody doesn't want Robin to compare, and he tells Robin he didn't know. And Robin asks, he didn't know what? And Cody says he didn't know what it was like to really have deep, defined love. He didn't know that. He only knew after Robin, his divine love. Cody adds that he must have sold Robin something special because she came in wanting to be a part of this special thing. Yeah, the TLC reality show and the paycheck and financial security for herself and her kids off of the back of her sister wives in the plural family. Now, Cody says now that it's falling apart, it's messing with her. It's messing with Robin. You know what? It's not messing with her. Robin knows a lot of the world, strongly dislikes her, and they have her number, and they see how unstable and manipulative and toxic she is. They see that she feels sorry for herself because she was expecting that she would be the central figure in the family and the world would love her and everyone would kiss the ring and she would be an important member of the family and everyone would see how amazing she is. And instead we saw this toxic goblin show the world her ass, and she feels sorry for herself because people don't like her and see her the way that she sees herself. Robin esteems herself very highly, and she expected the world to as well. Guess what? We weren't born yesterday. Robin isn't upset about the family. Robin is upset for herself. Goblin showed the world her ass. She feels sorry for herself, and she's angry at the wives for not playing their perfect role in manifesting her dream. And she's also angry at the world that no one sees her the way she sees herself, just like Cody. Next, we get verbal diarrhea from Cody. Cody tells Robin before she came into the family, he is positive. He knows that he had 2 wives that had already considered leaving him. And Cody says the craziest thing is, and this is the verbal diarrhea part, he had a lover in college. He had a tryst. He was a naughty boy based on his faith. And he had a relationship in college where he lost his virginity. And he was devastated by it, just like he was devastated by Sonny and Cher. So because he lost his virginity in college and because Sonny and Cher got a divorce, he's having this now with his family. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. So Cody lost his virginity in college. He was devastated by it. It was heartbreaking. Purity was everything in the church he was in, and he lost his purity. You know, no one wants to hear about Cody losing his V card in 1970. Nobody gives a fuck. Now, Cody says Nobody knew about it except for Mary and Robin. We didn't want to know about it. Why the fuck did you tell us? Nobody wants to know about that. And Cody says it was because he doesn't believe he ever got intimate enough with Christine or Janelle to tell them. He only felt safe to tell Robin. And of course, he told Mary. Now, Cody told Robin about this secret that he wasn't a virgin when he got married. He told it to Robin the first month that they knew each other. But Christine and Janelle were never told about it in all their decades with him. Like they give a fuck. Cody says he felt unsafe. He wasn't safe with his wives. They weren't safe with him. What does Cody losing his virginity have to do with anything at all? This is whack job deflection at its finest, just like the Sonny and Cher bullshit. You know what? The girl who popped Cody's cherry probably regrets it big time. I'm sure it was a disappointment for her. What was the purpose of Cody mentioning it? That's nobody's business. Nobody wants to hear about it. And you can tell from the way this man acts, he probably has a micro penis. There is very strong little dick energy coming from this man. And I wasn't going to say my opinion, but if Cody is imposing the story of him losing his virginity on us, I really don't give a fuck. This is just like the Sonny and Cher bullshit. It's just nonsense to deflect. It's whatever he thinks might make us care or feel bad for him. These people are very fucking weird. It's very weird to talk about this. It's very weird to mention it. No one needs to hear about where the shrimp dick has been. No one needs to know. I'm not curious. I have no questions. Zero. I hope Cody never talks about that again, ever. No one asked, why the fuck did you tell us? No one asked. No one wants to know. So he's telling us he didn't feel safe with Christine or Janelle, but he feels safe to tell his virginity story now to the world? Get out of here with this bullshit. So Robin asks Cody if he fell in love and was in love with each of them again when he married them. You know, Robin is very exhausting. Robin is very exhausting, honestly. Like, I almost feel bad for Cody when I hear this conversation with her. Again, like a broken record, Robin tells Cody that he is saying many different strange things he never said before about loving them and not loving them. And Robin tells Cody that it's weird. Does she think she's not weird? She's also weird. Who's weirder, Cody or Robin? I mean, I don't know. They're both fucking weird. At this point, Cody wants to know what he has to say to make Robin actually let it go. If she was the obedient wife, would she be pestering him like this? Cody tells Robin he really needs her to let that go for him and not hold it against him. And Robin says, okay, but you know what? I don't think that this is over. Cody tells Robin they both agreed eventually. And Robin asks, what? And Cody says, he and Janelle. It's just like he and Christine and he and Mary. Cody tells Robin they all agreed. And Robin tells Cody that Mary wasn't fully agreed. She just couldn't do it anymore. And Cody tells Robin if he doesn't want to talk about it anymore, he is sorry. He's done talking about it. And Robin wants to beat a dead horse. She tells Cody she always thought they would be like those other plural families where they finally got it figured out. They got whatever the issues were in the family figured out, and they found their friendship and they found their peace. And Cody says he does not believe in that, and he doesn't think he has seen it ever anywhere. And Cody tells Robin those families are all still working their stuff out, and they're going to be working their stuff out till they're dead. And he says it's not fun. He's sorry, but he's done with that. Now, if this conversation was supposed to show that Robin is all about the family, all it showed is that she needs a fucking padded room and a straitjacket. Cody explains that he isn't trying to be cruel to Robin, and yet it's just heartbreaking to her when the reality finally hits her right in front of her. Hopefully, she's aware that she contributed to creating this devastating reality along with Cody. So Cody tells Robin he needs a new dream. They both need a new dream together because this one is gone. And he tells Robin again that he is sorry. So Cody can apologize to Robin, but not to his kids for disappointing them and letting them down? What the fuck? Cody says it's a weird place to be where he is, a monogamous now, not out of some kind of choice, but out of a consummate failure in marriage relationships. And he says he had 3 women who decided he isn't worth it, and he doesn't want Robin to see him as worthless too, that he's really just not worth it. He isn't worth it. He's right about that. He isn't worth it. That's the one thing he's right about. Congratulations, Cody. So back in Moab, Christine is at her wedding rehearsal. It's chill. Everything is going well. They're done. They're hanging out. And McKelty loses Avalon. There's a panic. Everyone looks for her. They find Avalon. She's fine. She was with Tony's mom. And they're now having a rehearsal dinner in a riverboat. And Christine says it's magical. There's a bar. It really seemed like a chill, fun time. Christine chugged a beer. They should get that woman a keg. I wonder if she's ever done a keg stand before so she can experience it. Anyways, Christine and David see Moab as a special place. Christine says so much work has gone into getting her wedding ready and the work is done. And she has learned to calm down. She used to be very frantic, but David calms her. David is a calming force in her life, and Christine feels she can finally take a deep breath. And I hope that lasts for the rest of Christine and David's lives. So next time on Sister Wives, Mary feels she's ready to come out and play after a year of being divorced, and Cody feels it's a really different world with Robin and their kids. And Cody admits he knows he needs a lot of attention. No shit. Does Cody know how much work Robin has to do to manage him like her 6th child? The constant coddling, the ego feast, the praise, the walking on eggshells just to appease him and manage his moods? Robin deserves it, but I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy dealing with a coward with the mental and emotional maturity of a gnat. That isn't an easy job. Poor, poor Robin. And also next week, finally, it's Christine's big day. That's it for this episode. I'll see you next week for the next episode of Sister Wives. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.